Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John and this is the Planet Crafter. Okay, I've played on for about 5 minutes basically. I've just got some resources together. We are just over 41% of the way towards the vegetation stage, which is nice. Our various readings here are still ticking up. Our oxygen is ticking up reasonably quickly now, although it's still, in general terms, quite low. Heat's doing well, pressure is still increasing, biomass is increasing, so all that is good. Let's have a look. We've got a tier 2 recycling machine has been unlocked. The next is the growth multiplier fuse, which is at 1.5 GTI, so we're about halfway there. Oh, I'm a bit peckish. Hang on. There we go. Could probably do with a drink as well. I don't have any water, so let's go and get some water. And let me drink. There we go. Right, now I want to do some building. So, as I say, I have the resources in my pocket to build what I want to build. I'm going to bring it out this way a little bit so it's not going to cause an obstruction. And I want to give it plenty of space. So let's come up around this rock and see what we've got. This will do nicely, I think. Yeah. So I've got enough on me to build a tier 3 tree spreader. Whether we've got enough power for that, I don't know. I think we should have, but I guess we'll find out. Let's stick it in just there. We have the power. Okay, and let's stick ourselves a Prunea tree seed, which is a 1200% oxygen multiplier. And in theory should start growing some trees sooner or later. But we'll come back to this at some point and see how it's doing. So let's get back to the base and have a look at the screens. Okay, here we are. Right. Yep, that's increasing even more quickly now. That's good. Biomass is increasing quickly. Pressure appears to have slowed down, but I think we're all right. What are we at? 8,140 nanopascals per second. Yeah. Numbers get bigger. That's all I really understand, to be honest. Okay, right. We're now nearly... Well, we are at 55% towards the next stage. That's not going to take long at all. That's going to be about a couple of minutes before we hit the next stage. All right, so what next? Well, it's a good question. I do know that ice should be melting across the map. We're about to hit 1,000 MTI, or presumably 1 GTI. I'm going to head up this way. I should probably... No, we'll be all right. I was going to say I'll grab some resources first, but we should be all right. Because I know there was ice in this base up here that we couldn't get past. That should be melting, in theory. There's our tree spreader. Any trees? No. No trees that I can see yet. That's all right. It could be that it won't actually grow until we hit the next stage. Oh, there we are. We've hit 1 GTI. Lovely stuff. Right, let's get up here and see if this ice has melted, shall we? Okay, here we are. I think it's through here. And out this way. Maybe? Nope. Got a bunch of stuff in there, though. Elevator temporarily disabled. Can we fix it? Doesn't appear like we can fix it, though. Oh, well, okay. Not this way, then. This way. Useful stuff. We've definitely been here before. Oh, some useful stuff in there. Some fertilizer in there. Some more super alloy, always useful. Tree bark will be useful. Blazar quartz. I mean, yeah, all of that's pretty useful. Rocket engines will be useful, but we have a bunch of those. Let's grab some more. Oxygen low. That's unfortunate because I don't have any oxygen capsules on me. No. So unless there's any in here, which I somehow doubt, I think we're about to die. Yep, I died. Okay, well, that's very silly of me. Let's dump some of this stuff in here. We have food. We don't have water because I'm an idiot. We don't have oxygen because, again, idiot. Let's grab some cobalt. Okay, now we have some oxygen on us. I'll grab some more food and eat that so we're full before we go. Ooh, a growth multiplier fuse. Would be useful. Not going to make it at the moment, though. Okay, right, let's get back up there and see what we can find. Okay, well, here's all our stuff. So let's grab all of that out of there. Right. Already used half of our oxygen, which isn't ideal. And like I said, I'm sure there was somewhere that was cut off by ice around here somewhere. But where? Cannot remember. Definitely not out here. Alright, well, fair enough. Let's keep exploring. Let's head up to this base up here. I know I've got a little shack up here that I can fill my oxygen up at, so I won't use any of my canisters just yet. Definitely around here somewhere. There it is. We're alright. Yeah, because at the moment we are just waiting for things to open up, and I'm assuming that at one GTI something opened. I don't know what it would be. There we go. But I'm assuming that something will have done. Hopefully one of these buildings. So we can have an explore in and around there. Okay, so we're at the gates of this big old structure here. Let's just briefly top up with oxygen. There we go. Now, what does this require? 1 PA of pressure. All right. We need to increase our pressure. That's fine. Let's have a look. There's another base over there, so let's head that way if we can. Obviously, still have some ice around. Make sure we're not missing anything important through this way. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's head up over here then. There's still ice around there, but hopefully we might be able to gain access. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got. Ooh. This is now open. All right, what have we got? We've got a rover with various bits and pieces. I can't access anything in there, unfortunately. Yeah, looks like there's literally nothing to access in this first area. No crates or anything. All right. Well, let's move into the next area then. And, ooh. Hello. Right, crate here first of all. We'll grab the quartz, we'll grab the terra tokens. Everything else we can leave in there for now, I think. Because it's not stuff that we are in desperate need of. We'll do a circuit of the edge. There's something else through there. What do you need? 2 key cards. All right. More quartz. I mean, this is all nice stuff. We can't do anything with it. Oh, a chest here. Eggplant seeds, more terra tokens. Okay. Keep moving around. Looks like this is supposed to be some kind of like auto-harvesting system. Okay, right, well that's all that then. Let's have a look in the centre. We have beehives, but we can't access them. Another chest there. All right. What I don't have is any water. Tell you what. I know there's water not far outside, so let's go and grab some from there. What I don't see out here is any ice, so I can't make myself any water. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I can't see any ice lying around. Just loose ice on the ground, so we're not going to be able to make ourselves any water bottles here. And apparently bottling water from a source is not a technology we understand. What was in here? Fusion energy cell. Oh, we'll grab that. And the solar quartz. Right. Have a look. What have we got? So we've only got one door out of here, which is over there. Got another chest here. We're building up a collection of quartz, but nothing else. Oh, what have we got there? Oh, an access card. All right, keep an eye out for those. He says, rocketing around at full speed. Can I get up here? Are there any ladders or anything that allow me to get up there? Not that I can see. Alright. So we need 2 keys to get through there. We only have 1. There wasn't one in there, was there? No. Alright. Let's have a bit more of an explore, see if we can find any of these keys. Although, I can get up on here. Excellent. Right, let's have a look around here, see what we can find. Oh, there's a lift. Well, that would have been easier, wouldn't it? Okay, looking around. Chests down here, what have we got? Ooh, an armadillo statue. We'll grab the super alloy. We'll grab all of the fertilizer and the quartz. Leave all that for now. Well, well, well. Look at that. Just what we want. Okay. We'll dive out and grab some more oxygen. Really could have placed this a bit closer, couldn't I? There we go. Right, let's go and open that other door, shall we? Well, we're almost at 3 GTI already. That's quick. That tier 3 tree spreader is clearly doing a good job. Okay, right. What have we got? Ooh, wheat. Not wheat that we can harvest, but wheat nonetheless. Ooh, another one. Ooh, what is this? Can't drink the water, though. Can drink that. No, we can't. It won't let us. Alright, so this would probably be somewhere where animals are kept, right? Does that make sense? A redwood tree seed, 1300. Alright, we'll grab that, 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 and we'll grab that. Running out of space now. What have we got in there? Another key card. Alright. Message. Is for the third time, could you arrange for us to receive materials to repair the pipes? This is the third one that's bust due to the cold this month. I thought we'd specifically chosen a planet with favourable climatic conditions. Or did Koa make a mistake in their calculations? From Ari. Alright. So there's something going on with these people. So these are all... Are these veggie tubes? I'm not sure. They look like the centre of the tree spreaders. Okay, so that was our way in. Is there anything in the centre we can... So, oh, there's a chest there. Ooh, there's some good stuff in, but we'll leave it. Can I climb the tree? I can, sort of. It doesn't really do me a lot of good. Oops. Okay, right, that's... I think this chamber. One quick spin around. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything in here. Okay. Almost out of oxygen. I'm going to use one of our oxygen capsules and we'll dash across the other side. Couple of lifts there. Okay. Alright, let's take the lift up, see what we can find up here. Ooh, not a lot. Although, what have we got here? Another key card. And another message. Because of the extraction of mineral resources, there are far fewer of us than expected to maintain the greenhouses and harvest crops. Plus this year's yields are lower. I really hope this mine is worth it, because I'm starting to find field work less and less interesting. I had a hard time imagining how monotonous it would be. Ari. Alright. I can deconstruct that. I don't think I'd bother. Let's come across this side, see what there is. Just another chest. Another redwood tree. Let's grab that. Alright, that looks like that's just about it in here, isn't it? Okay. Now, which way did we come in? We came in that way, didn't we? Presumably this is going to require those 2 keys. It is. More wheat. Another message. The first harvests. What a joy to see life growing on our planet. Like a harbinger of our community's rebirth, we'll be able to feed ourselves with our own produce. Most of what I planted is grown, and it even seems that a few species have already adapted to the low light conditions. I'll be able to do plenty of experiments in the future. Alright, that's an earlier message. A poster, I'll not bother. Okay. What have we got up here? Just another chest again. Another redwow seed. Alright, we'll grab that. We'll grab a couple of the quartz as well, I think. Is that the right one? I don't know. Really don't know. Okay, right. We're going to have to come back here. Okay, there we go. Got back in time to fill up our oxygen. That's lucky. Right. I'm going to... What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to build a chest in here. A locker, rather. Come on, there we go. Right, let's dump a bunch of stuff in here. In fact, let's dump all of this stuff in here. We'll have something to eat. We'll go and get some more water. And let's see if we can have another look around, see if we can find anything else. I don't think we're going to be able to. I think this is all there is here. Yeah, this looks like everything, doesn't it? Did I check you? I guess I didn't. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's all we've got. That's this entire base, I think, explored. No other doors that I'm missing. Don't think there's any doors behind there, but obviously could be wrong. And directly across, we've got pretty much the same layout. No doors around the edge that I can see. No. Alright, so that's this whole base, is it? Sure. Interesting. But ultimately, I don't know what we've actually gained from that, apart from a few resources. Or actually quite a few resources, but still. Alright. Let's grab another lungful of air. And fill up on the important stuff here. Let's grab all the quartz. We'll grab the super alloy. We'll grab those seeds. Tree bark will be useful. Fertilizer will definitely be useful. That fusion cell will probably be useful. There we go. We'll leave that in here for the moment, I think. No. We'll grab another fertilizer. Okay, now. So that's the big old base up there. Our base is this way. Oh, there's a chest there. Have we looked in this one? Difficult to say, really. Worth coming back for. Right. So my base is over that way, I think. This leads up to a big chasm. And a lot of obsidian in this area, I think, if I'm not entirely in the wrong place. No, there we go. Obsidian, big chasm. And our base is over there. Alright. Well, let's head that way then. We do have this big ravine as well, which leads right up to our base, so we'll basically follow this one. Right, well, we're back at base. And we've got some incoming, so let's just hide briefly. And hope they don't bury the base again. This could be quite close. Just make sure they aren't dropping anything useful. No, can't really see anything. Oh, hello. Oh, right in the face. That was Unfortunate. Yeah, my food level will be low. I've just been hit by an asteroid. Can't see anything exciting being dropped, but we have an insect, or a larva at least, a common larva. Oh, there's an uncommon one there, another common one there. We are getting insects on the surface. Quite a few of them. Let's go and check our level. Okay, so we are at vegetation. We are 17% of the way towards clear sky. We've got 2.79 tons of biomass. We are... Oh, we've unlocked the growth multiplier fuse. I didn't notice that. Ooh, excellent stuff. All right. All right. So, clear sky. Is that oxygen on the surface? Don't know. And we wanted one... Was it 1 Pascal of pressure to unlock that large dome? Possibly. Possibly. Right. We need to unload a bunch of stuff, don't we? Let's unload all these quartz into here. Oh, not you. Might as well stick the fusion cell in there as well. Super alloy goes in there. We'll take out the random bits and pieces. Stick them in there. There we go. Right. Okay. What's next? I mean, if we want pressure, we want another drill. That uses... Well, no, that's what we want. 375 power. We don't have enough. All right. Where are we? Let's move that out of the way so I can actually see. We want 5 pulsar quartz. Did we pick up any pulsar quartz? 2. 3. No, we only have 3. That's unfortunate. So we can't make ourselves another fusion generator. We could chuck in some more nuclear ones, but ideally we'd want fusion. Right, let me go and have a look around this base very quickly. See if I can find any more pulsar quartz. Okay, we appear to have another meteor storm. I just can't see any meteors. So I assume they're the other side of that rocky ledge, and therefore not a problem. I found some quartz, just not the stuff we're looking for. I'll keep looking. Well, looks like we found the meteors. I suspect they're dropping super alloy, but they're being quite aggressive about it. Yep, that's still coming down quite heavily. Luckily, most of it's hitting the outside of this shell. Let's see if it's actually dropped anything. Oh yeah, there we go. Super alloy. Have you finished? Excellent. Alright, well, we got a couple of bits of super alloy for that. Definitely worth it. Right. Didn't get the pulsar quartz that we needed, I don't think. I'll just double check that again, but anything in here? Nope. Okay, I have 4 pulsar quartz. We need 5. So, let's grab a little food. Because I'm pretty sure we've left some pulsar quartz lying around. I'll grab a drink. Let me see if I can go and find where we've left pulsar quartz. Well, looks like we've got another incoming asteroid storm. So, that's fun. Ooh, we've actually got some trees out here. Ooh, lovely. I mean, it's not the best light to see them in, but, you know, we can actually see that we have trees. So that's nice. Yeah, it looks like it's pummeling our base again, so I think we're out of it a little bit. Right, I'm going to carry on up to this base, See if I can find one more piece of pulsar quartz. Well, will you look at that? First one we look in. Up at this place. I mean, things are still crashing into the ground, but again, I can't see them. I think they're back that way somewhere. Yeah, genuinely no idea where they are, but we have what we need. So I'm going to head back to base so that we can build ourselves another fusion generator, and then we can stick another tier 5 drill, I think we're on. Well, back at base, and we have yet another adverse weather effect. I think this is just a storm. I can't see any or hear any incoming meteors, so where am I going? There I am. Let's get ourselves, first of all, a nuclear fusion generator right there. Okay, so that gives us 1631 kilowatts available. We are going to put in another of these drills, but I'm going to move around this way a little further just to give us a bit more space. So I'll stick it probably up here isn't too bad a spot, is it? There you go. Okay, so that's going to give our pressure a bit of a boost. We're already at 6.5 GTI. Oh, blue sky-ish. Right, there we go. So our pressure is rising again. It's not rocketing up. Possibly. We could make another one. Yeah, let's go make another one. Why not? Okay, we'll pop it in there. There we go. So that should give us another boost. Power-wise, we should still be okay. Should. We'll double check that, because I would like to get another tree spreader in if we've got the resources for it. And if we can make the resources for it. So, what have we got? Still got 880 left. That only uses 153. So, let's have a look. We need 2 tier 2 fertilizers, which if we don't have them in storage, we do. There's definitely some lying around elsewhere. Super alloy, zeolite, tree bark. Ooh, that might be tricky. I know I've seen some about, but I don't think I picked any up, did I? Oh, I did. Look at that. Aren't I clever? What was the last thing? Bacteria sample. All right. All right. We'll grab some algae. And I have to remember how to make a bacteria sample. Is it just algae and water? Genuinely can't remember. Yeah, algae and water. That's not a problem. There we go. So we'll make ourselves a bacterial sample. Like so. We now have everything we need to make a tier 3 tree spreader. But first, let's try and remember where I put those seeds. There we go. Redwoe tree seeds, 1300% multiplier. Where are we going to put this one? Yeah, putting it down here, we'd just be choked by trees, wouldn't we? So trying to get along here would be a pain in the backside. So sticking it up around the corner, out of the way a little bit. Not the worst plan I've ever had, I don't think. Let's stick it up here, shall we? Yeah, decent place. And a redwow tree. So you are now producing a bunch of oxygen. 110,500 ppq per second. We're also getting 1,250 grams per second of plant growth. There is 0% growth there, but that's fine. How are we doing down here? I mean, they look very pretty. Kind of like blue birch trees, basically. You're at 60% growth. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right. Let's get back to base and have another look at our numbers. Okay, here we are then. Right. Heat is still rising reasonably quickly. Pressure is rising quicker than it was before. Yeah. So we're what, about 1/10 of the way towards a Pascal? Is it worth putting in another drill? Can we put in another drill? Ooh, theoretically. Right, let's see if we can get another one in, shall we? There's good. Right. That's probably largely rinsed our power. We probably don't have a huge amount of power left, but it will have increased our terraformation needs, shall we say. Let's have a look. We are 35% of the way towards a clear sky, and that is ticking up again relatively quickly. Pressure is definitely ticking up, and that has increased. We're at 19,000 nanopascals per second, which I assume is good. Couldn't tell you, really. 150,000 pico-kelvin per second. I think that's nano-kelvin. We could do with some more heat, couldn't we? All right. Oh, that could be problematic. Right, let me go on a search, see if I can find some more superalloy rods. Guess what? More meteors. No idea what they're dropping. Okay, I have enough. Where are we? To build another tier 5 heater, which is great. It uses 360 energy. We have 351 available. There's no way we're going to get this stuff together at the moment to build another nuclear fusion generator. But I do have enough for a tier 2 nuclear generator. We'll stick that around here. So that's given us a bit more power. Yeah, we had some more asteroids. I don't know what they dropped. There's definitely something glowing down there, isn't there? Oh, osmium. Meh. Okay, right. Tier 5 heater. Let's get that in there. That's pretty much wiped our power out, I suspect. We've just got what's left on... Yeah, 320. It's not a lot. But that's basically what's left on that nuclear reactor there. Okay, we are 45.5% of the way towards a clear sky. Things have stopped moving up quite as quickly. But things are still moving up. We honestly could do with some more heat. For which we'd need more energy. For which we'd need more uranium, which we don't have. So I think next episode is going to be, again, running around looking for stuff. Because we need resources that we just don't have. Let's have a look. We've got... Yeah, very little in the way of resources. So no uranium, no iridium. Let's have a look what we need for the rockets. Okay, well we have enough for a uranium asteroid. So we'll build that. And we'll call that an episode, I think. We are making progress. Definitely making progress. So we've got ourselves 4 of these tier 5 heaters. We've got 5 of the drills. I think we are on our way towards clear skies. About halfway there. It hasn't made a huge amount of difference, although there might be a little bit more blue around the horizon than there was before. We've opened up at least one of the installations on this planet and had a bit of a look around. We'll need to go back and have a bit more of an explore of those, I think. Our terraformation index has massively increased during the course of this episode, so that's good. So yeah, we are making progress. It may not feel like it, but we are making progress. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe, it really does help the channel out. Please check out the other videos on my channel, and please join us next time. Till then, I've been John, this has been the Planet Crafter. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.